No more can be traded. My heart's have been spaded. I'm not too prideful to up and leave. You've been on complacent. The tides have been changing. Love is just patience, and for you.
What's up, bookish space? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys my August TBR. Now, this TBR is a bit ambitious considering the reading month I had in August, which I read 6 books. But I feel like this month I may be able to get through most of these books. Not if all. So I'm going to share with you guys all the books that I will be reading, and I'm not even gonna lie, half of these books I know nothing about. I just know some of them are dark romance because I wanted to read some dark romance, get in my dark romance era, because I cannot tell you, I think I only read one dark romance since I've started reading. All the rest of the books I've been reading, it's been like fantasy and rom-com, young adult, stuff like that. But I want to read some dark romances, so what in the best time to do so when all the self-published authors are being published through Bloom, and well, not only just Bloom but mostly Bloom publishing. And I was super excited because now that it's in my Books A Millions and I don't have to drive 2 hours away to Barnes and Nobles to go book shopping or order off of Amazon. But I think I'm gonna just start getting into ordering off of Amazon because I ordered one book that's on my TV off of Amazon. But I think I'm going to do that because it's a lot of books on Amazon that I want to just go ahead and get and not wait for. But I'm gonna stop where we're going, and we're gonna dive into this stash of books that I want to read this month, which I am super excited about because they give off fall vibes to me for some reason, especially dark romance. You're gonna sit back and read something dark and mysterious during the fall season. But the first book I will be reading is King of Battle and Blood. I've heard a lot about this book. Now, mind you, like I said, I don't know what majority of these books about, but yeah, I want to read this because I heard a lot of people talking about how good this book is, and I am super interested in seeing what the hype behind this book is. So I don't know if it's like some type of spice, but it's supposed to be a fantasy romance. So yeah. And by the same author, I also want to read A Touch of Darkness. I think this one's about Persephone and the goddess Persephone and Hades. So I think I was in Vidfa down here in Albany, and I seen the cashier. She was reading this, and I was like, I have that book, so I want to read it. So that's why I added this on there. Basically, like I said, it's about a goddess. I don't know if this is considered a dark romance or not, but I want to read this and get through this. The next book on my TBR is by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have a good amount of her books that I haven't read yet, so I'm excited to be reading this one. It's After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I am super excited to dive into this and read this into this book right here. So I will be reading this. Apparently it's about a marriage that's failing, is reaching its breaking point, and they're falling in love. So most likely they're gonna be trying to fix this. Wait, is this like a Christmas? Because I just seen somewhere it say Merry Christmas. I don't know, but I'm ready to read this and see what it's about because I did enjoy what is it? One True Love by her and Daisy Jones and the Six. I enjoyed those 2 books by Taylor Jenkins Reid, so hopefully I enjoyed this one. The only thing that I didn't like about One True Love, it was in third person. So that is on my TBR. The next 2 books, same author, same series. I think it's like the, what is it called? The Brutal Birthright series, and it is The Brutal Prince and The Stolen Heir. I want to read these 2 books. I know the next one come out in my Books A Million on September 19th, and I will have that. I think it's Savage Lovers. I think that's what the next one is. Yeah, Savage Lovers. So when that come out, I will be adding that to my bookshelf, and whenever it comes out, it's gonna be on my bookshelf. When I read it, I don't know, but I will be reading these 2. I heard a lot of good things about it, so And I seen someone on TikTok, and I get the reference of the strawberries on the cover of this, and I think I get the reference of this too. But we will see when we read it. The next book is Promise and Pomegranate by Sal R. Millers. I don't know. And when I bought this book in Books A Million, I didn't know it was a series until I put it on the shelf and noticed that one. So when I read this, and if I like it, I'm going to go purchase the full complete series, because I need the whole series on my shelf. So I might go purchase the full series of this book, this and the next book that I'm going to mention to you guys, which is Hooked. Now, I've been hearing some things about this book in this series. I think it's like a fairy tale where the villain gets the girl. So I'm dying to read this. Like I was on TikTok, and I seen someone ranting and raving about this book right here, and I was like, yeah, let me go buy this and add it to my TBR. I didn't buy the whole series, I just grabbed this one, but Thursday or Friday I may go grab the rest of the series. So this is going to be on our TBR, and as you can see, it's some dark romance. I should have added some fillers to break up these dark romances, but I did not. And one book that I don't have as of yet, but I will have my hands on Tuesday, is the Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score. I cannot wait to read that book. I cannot wait to get my hands on that book. I just cannot wait. I am going to devour that book as soon as I get it, because I want to know about Lucian and Salome, I think that's her name. I want to know what was going on there between them two, because the little tidbits that we got in the other books, it seemed like something happened. He did something, and she just wasn't for it. So I am so ready to receive and read that book. But that brings me to my next book that I want to read, which is Hunting a Line. I told you guys I want to read some dark romance this month. So what's best than adding this one to my series? My book, my TBR for this month, Hunting a Line. I am so ready to read this. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what it's about, and I'm ready. So that's that on that. The next book is by Ollie Blake. She wrote The Atlas Six. I read that sometime last year or something, and it is One for My Enemies. I seen Sarah, I don't know why I should say Sarah J. Maas, Sarah Caroli reading this book, and she was ranting about how good the book was and how she absolutely loved the writing in this book. And like, look at this. Why is this so freaking cute? Like, that is so cute to me. Like that is just so cute. So apparently it's both of the families that's in here. It's both of them in there. So on the back. So I will be reading this. I will be letting you guys know my thoughts on this, because I am excited. Like, it's just so simple but so beautiful. Like, it gives me Romeo and Juliet vibes. So I'm gonna read that. Now the next book that I am going to be reading really soon is The Brother Hawthornes by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I just finished reading, well, not just finished, but in another video I was filming, I finished reading The Killer Instincts from the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So I am ready to dive into this one. It is about Grayson, Jamerson, Alexander, and Nash. I think that's the other brother name, Nash. I can never remember his name because he's one of those unproblematic brothers. But yeah, I'm guessing it's like the backstory of their life when their grandfather was alive, and it just kind of give you like the before the Inheritance Games came out point of view of things. I don't know, haven't read it yet, and I don't even think I was following the little snippets of it. I just knew I was gonna get this book when it came out. So that's that. I will be reading this very soon, and I cannot wait to dive into this. The next book on my list is The Ritual by Chantel Tesler. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Don't know. I heard mixed reviews on this book, but I did hear this book was spicy. That was that. I heard it was dark, it was spicy, and that's just what that on that. That's what I heard, and I was sold because I want to see what this book about. I've seen a lot of girlies read it, and I just want to know, like, what's the hype behind it, like if it's really good or if it's really as dark as it say. But apparently it started off on a university. It's like a sorority, well, a fraternity of killers, which is, but they call themselves the Lords. So I don't know. We will see. We will see. We will see. We will see. I will see if I enjoy that book or not. The next book is Assistant to the Villain. I don't know why this sounds like cartoony to me. Like, I don't know. It gives me but I love the cover. I love the red spray edges. I seen her post about it on Instagram one day when I was scrolling, and then I seen someone else post about how they had received the arc of it, and I don't know if they read it, but it was like it was good, or it could have been good, or it may be good. But I'm gonna read this month just to see, because like I said, it fall time, I get in fantasy mode, and I like to read a lot of fantasies. So yeah, we're gonna see what this is about, and I'm gonna let you guys know my thoughts and opinions on this, because I don't know, and I haven't heard many people say anything about it. So I'm gonna look it up on Goodreads and see what the girlies and guys are saying about this book right here, because I am interested in knowing where people's opinion on it, who have read it, and what they think, and then I want to form my opinion, because it's not that long. It's just 340 pages. So hopefully it's good, and hopefully, yeah, I don't know, hopefully it got a plot. Hopefully there's a plot to it. So we shall see, and I will let you guys know what my thoughts are on that. The next book, I picked this book up from Target because one, it's beautiful, like beautiful, and not just the paper, the sleeve of it, the inside of it is freaking gorgeous. Anytime I buy a hardcover book that has a sleeve on it, I automatically open it, and when I opened this, I was like, I need this book. Like, I absolutely needed this book because it is so freaking gorgeous. And I seen her post about it on, it's like every time I stumble across a book on Instagram, I end up getting it, because one, it's beautiful. It's a fantasy, I'm guessing a fantasy romance about witches and magic. So, and yeah, Ellie Hazelwood has a blurb on the back of here. Okay. A lot of authors that I've read have a blurb on the back. So, as you can see, they have blurbs on the back of the book. So, I'm interested in seeing what this book is about, and especially Stephanie. Once I seen Stephanie Garber, I absolutely am obsessed with The Ballad of Never After from her, and I cannot wait. I feel like I'm not even gonna make a TBR for October, because I am just gonna sit twiddling my thumbs, stomping my feet, clapping my hands, snapping my fingers, waiting for A True Love Curse to come out, because I need to know what happened. I need to know what happened. I just need to know. But when I seen that, I was like, okay, well, she enjoyed it, I'm going to enjoy it. So I added this to my TBR. The final and last book that's on my TBR this month is this baby right here, which is The Only One Left by Riley Sager. You guys know I absolutely love The House Across the Lake by him. So when I seen he released a new book, I ran to the store and grabbed it, because I needed to know what was going on in this book. What he, like, I needed it. I was fiending for it. So I immediately ran and grabbed this book, and I already read it. I already read this book. I gave this book a 4.75. If you want to know my thoughts and opinion on this book, check out my 24-hour refund that is going on. Chef kiss. Chef kiss. Chef freaking kiss. I really enjoyed this book so much. So much. It's just so good. But those are all the books that I plan on reading for the month of September. Let me guys know if you guys are reading any of the same books or what books you're reading this month down below in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.
I'm calling bullshit. Say you got it, but you ain't got nothing. Bad bitches don't